This is CNBC's live blog tracking developments on the Israel-Hamas war. See below for the latest updates. The border crossing between the Gaza Strip and Egypt may open on Saturday morning for foreigners to leave, according to the U.S. Embassy in Israel. The Rafah crossing is the only border that's not controlled by Israel. The situation remains dynamic and fluid, and the security environment is unpredictable, the embassy said in a security alert to Americans, warning it could be chaotic and disorderly should the border open. 2 American hostages, mother and daughter Natalie and Judith Raanan, were released Friday after being held hostage by Hamas in the Gaza Strip for 2 weeks. President Joe Biden spoke to them, and Secretary of State Antony Blinken said a team from the U.S. Embassy will meet with them shortly. Meanwhile, the United Nations says a convoy of trucks loaded with food, water and medicines is ready to move into the Gaza Strip to provide aid to everyone in Gaza regardless of where they are. UN Chief António Guterres, who spoke just meters away from the Egyptian side of the Rafah crossing, said, "We are witnessing a paradox. Behind these walls we have 2 million people that are suffering enormously. On this side, we have seen so many trucks loaded with water, with food, with medicines. Exactly the same thing that is needed on this side of the wall." Israel Defense Forces said Saturday that fighters continue to strike a large number of Hamas targets throughout the Gaza Strip. The update comes as the Israel-Hamas war enters its 15th day. Among these terror targets were operational command centers, anti-tank missile launchers, and strategic Hamas infrastructure used for terror purposes, the Israel Defense Forces said in a statement. Furthermore, the IDF struck Hamas anti-tank missile, sniper, and observation posts located inside multi-story buildings. The Rafah crossing between Egypt and Gaza, the only border into the enclave that's not controlled by Israel, may open on Saturday at 10 a.m. local time, according to the U.S. Embassy in Israel. If the border is opened, we do not know how long it will remain open for foreign citizens to depart Gaza, the embassy said in a statement. The embassy said many people are expected to try to cross into Egypt if the border opens, and warned U.S. citizens it will be a potentially chaotic and disorderly environment on both sides of the crossing. The situation remains dynamic and fluid, and the security environment is unpredictable, it said. UN Chief António Guterres said he stood at the Rafah crossing with a broken heart, standing just meters from the only crossing to the Gaza Strip from the Egyptian side. Guterres said, "We must stop this dramatic impasse. Children, mothers, elderly people, all without water, without electricity, without food, without medicine," he said. "We absolutely need to move the trucks as quickly as possible, and as many as possible, from Egypt into Gaza."